Welcome back to the Shawnigan Unfiltered podcast, where we invite guests and discuss what we can do to make the school even better. Today, we are joined by our special guest, a long-term serving staff member and a very respected member of our community, Mr. Holland, aka Rev.
Hey, Raf, good to be here. Looking forward to it.
Okay, Rev, today we're going to talk about the social life and mental health of students in Shawnigan. So what do you think is the most important aspect of having a strong and healthy state of mind, especially in school?
Well, I mean, a healthy mind is something that you're always working on, right? Developing a strong character, positive thinking, clarity of thought. You know, a lot of people get disorganized in their thinking. So I think a good, strong mind, ability to think clearly and straight it's essential. Otherwise, you kind of can really get off track really quickly.
I agree with you there. Do you think the school has provided enough resources to help stressed out students or students that are suffering mentally?
Well, it's hard to keep up. You know, things have. It's been especially the last 2 years with COVID. A lot of people have developed a lot of anxiety, and it was already pretty bad. So the school has done a pretty good job, I think, of keeping up. I would say that maybe just organizing a bit more of what we do, coordinating our efforts would probably be helpful. We've got a lot of things. We've got some good counselors. We've got some other good programs. But what our biggest challenge at Shawnigan is kind of coordinating what we're doing, because we're kind of a little bit all over the place.
I agree with you on that. All very good points. The school loves to put on events and like inner houses. And I wanted to ask you, do you think that school events like inner houses, especially the more tedious ones like airband, which take a longer time to construct, help students relieve anxiety and stress? Because, it can be a fun project, or can it become a burden as well?
Yeah, there's different ways to look at that, Raf. I personally am kind of I believe this because I hear it from the students, where there's too much. We try to do too much. And I think we do it precisely in the interest of, we can let off some steam this way and whatnot. But I think this is our modern society, right? We just need to slow down. We need to do more. We need to focus more, do less, go deeper, do what we're doing better and with more intention. But I think we definitely suffer here from just too many damn activities, really.
I agree with you. I think, especially for seniors, it ramps up super fast. And maybe at the beginning of the year when the weather's a little bit nicer, we could do more events, but especially at a time like right now, we have 3 more inner houses coming up in the span of the next month. I think, it can really be a lot. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that we all need to learn how to slow down, not just at Shawnigan, but you see it in the world. And I think we've learned anything from COVID, it's that we don't have to be so busy. There's not really a lot to gain from just busyness in itself. We need to think more clearly about what's important to us and what we want to do. Although I'm all for recreation and having fun and doing fun things, I just think sometimes we're overly structured. We just try to structure every darn thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. So this is a fun one. What do you like about the school's approach in benefiting student life, including, mental health, away trips, breaks, sleep-ins, all that good stuff?
What do I like about it? Well, I just like that people, I mean, personally, I look forward to coming in because of the people that are here, my students and my colleagues. It's always, and I do think that we take the time to talk, not enough, but it's a pretty high priority. I know if you hung around in the staff room for a day, you'd just find amazing, dozens of really amazing conversations going on down there. And I think that's really important, that communication, that connecting. Mental health for me, and I think for a lot of people, we're mentally healthy when we feel connected to other people. And when we feel isolated, or when we feel like we don't have time, or something prevents us from really connecting with other human beings, that's when our mental health suffers the most, I think.
I agree with you on that. I think, connecting, being with each other is all very, very important aspects for good mental and social health.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to end off here with my biggest question and my final question. What would you like to add or change about the school's approach, to benefiting student life? And what would you like to see being implemented in the future?
Well, I would change I've always said this. Everything starts with a timetable. Everything starts with a timetable. And I'd like to see a timetable that's makes more sense, that's not so, it's not so full of busy work and, coordinating. I was just talking about someone about this today, coordinating things like tests and exams. And, that is all within our power. It takes a little bit of work, but I think if we could coordinate our timetable in such a way as to give a different kind of pace to life where you weren't, and I know students are always feeling like you're just running to catch up. Like, look at you right now. You're sweating. You've got some sweat coming down your head. You're running over here to do this. We need to coordinate the timetable so that we have to become more humane in our scheduling, and that's something that's just going to take a little work.
I agree with you. Would you say the school has improved from, if you remember from 2 years ago, there was a different timetable to change one? Would you say the school's been making a solid progress in changing?
No.
Well, thank you for your time, Rev. I sincerely appreciate it for you to come on here and discuss with us. And that's it, and that's all, folks. Till next time.